Namaste students, I am Jivin Dr. Aziz Hamid Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Vegetable Science, Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the classification of the yeast and also the classification of yeast along with the examples of yeast. In the previous video I discussed about some general characteristics of the yeast and identification of the yeast. And this is the last series of the yeast, and, which belongs to the classification of the yeast. So yeast are the eukaryotic organism, as we know that, and some yeast are very important, and we are going to discuss about the classification along with the industrial importance of the yeast. So the first classification, the yeast Saccharomyces. Okay, genus Saccharomyces. Okay, and these yeast uh, have the capability to reproduce by asexual reproduction, and they reproduce by fission, and they form 4 or 8 S So we know that these are identified by the production of the S and the genus Saccharomyces reproduce 8 S per escus. They reproduce 4 to 8 S per escus after isochemical conjugation, and they have been found in tropical fruits, molluscs, soil, honey, and they can also find in another food also. So these are the some industrial use also. So this Saccharomyces is used in the fermentation of the foods, molluscs, soil. Okay. They are available in the fruits, molluscs, and okay. The example of genus Saccharomyces umbi. Saccharomyces umbi. Okay. The next genus is the genus Saccharomyces. Okay. The cells, second number, the cells of the yeast. Okay. Cells of the Saccharomyces may be round. They are round in shape, they are ovate in shape, or they may be elongated. So three versions can be found: round, ovate, or elongated, and may also form pseudomycelium. Pseudomycelium means not true mycelium. Okay. And the reproduction in these Saccharomyces is by multipolar budding. Okay. They on the surface of the yeast, they develop some bud, and from these buds they will produce one single cell. Okay, and they reproduce by asexual formation in the sexual mode. Asexual and sexual, the both modes are possible, and in the sexual mode they reproduce by the ascospores production, and the ascospores are found 1 to 4 per escus and are usually round or ovate. Right? Okay, the shape of the ascospores are round or ovate. Okay, and the leading species of genus Saccharomyces, the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. We know about Saccharomyces cerevisiae very well, and it is employed in many food industries. Okay, and various strains of the Saccharomyces cerevisiae are available. Okay, and they are used in the leavening of the bread. They are used as a top yeast for the early cut. Okay, they are used in the wine industry for the production of wine. They are used in the fermentation process. They are used in the production of alcohol. They are used in the production of tea soap. They are used in the production of invertase enzyme. So these are the some industrial importance of genus Saccharomyces. It is very important species. one of the most important species in the yeast. Okay. And the examples include the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, where ellipsoids, and Saccharomyces fragilis, and Saccharomyces lactis. So these are the some examples of the Saccharomyces genus. Next is the genus Chloromyces. Chloromyces is the genus. They reproduce by the multilateral budding. Okay, they reproduce by multilateral budding, and ascospores are liberated upon maturity. They can, if they will mature after their maturity, they will release ascospores, and these ascospores will then lead to the production of more cells by sexual reproduction. Next genus is the genus Gyrosaccharomyces. These genus are notable for their ability to grow in high concentration of sugar. Okay. They are notable for their ability to grow in the high sugar concentration. So they are special yeast. If a question arises, name the yeast species which have the capability to grow at high sugar concentration. So we can answer that Gyrosaccharomyces. And they are termed as the osmophilic also due to this high sugar concentration. And they are involved in the spoilage of the honey. They are involved in the spoilage of the syrup, molasses, and in the fermentation of soya sauce, and also in some wines. So some these are the examples of the yeast which can be used, which are not useful, but they have capability to spoil the food like honey. Okay. The example include the Gyrosaccharomyces maspomeri. Gyrosaccharomyces maspomeri. So the next genus is the genus Pichium. The characteristic of this genus is oval to cylindrical yeast. Okay. They are in oval or cylindrical and may form pseudomycelium, not a true mycelium, pseudomycelium. Ascospores of genus Pichia are round. They may be head-shaped. Okay, we discussed about the head-shaped in previous video. They may be head-shaped or they may be round-shaped. And there are one of the four ascus, and a pellicle is formed on liquid. Okay, there are three forms: pellicle or layer. So they can form pellicles on the liquid medium. The example is the Pichia membranefasciens, okay, which grows in the pellicle on beer or wines. Okay. So this is the genus Pichia. Next genus is the genus Hansenula. Hansenula is also very important genus, and the yeast resembles Pichia. Similar characters are observed like genus Pichia and Hansenula. So similar characters in appearance, but they are usually more fermentative. Hansenula genus is more fermentative than genus Pichia, and some of them some of the species may form pellicles. Okay, the ascospores are head or Saturn cell. Maybe head shaped or Saturn cell. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the genus Enzymia. The next genus is the genus Debromyces. And these are the round or oval shaped yeast and form pellicles or meat pans. Okay, they are round or oval shaped and they form pellicles. Pellicles are some structures which are formed on the surface or inside some liquid or solid food materials, And the spores of the genus Tabromyces may have a warty surface. The cholera grows on the cheese and the sauces. Next genus, the genus Hanseníspora. These are the genus which have the lemon-shaped structure, and the yeast grows in the fruit juices and Nasonia, and they are large and lemon-shaped. So these all are the characteristics of the genus. So in this video, I discussed about some genus like genus Saccharomyces, genus Saccharomyces, and their characteristics and their examples. Genus Chloromyces, genus Saccharomyces, genus Pichia, genus Hansenola, genus Debromyces, and genus Hanseníspora. So these are the characteristics and which are very important. Some of them are important in the food industries, but some of them are spoiling activity, and some of them show spoilage activity. So I hope the students have been better understood all about this. So the question which can arise, explain the classification of these with suitable examples. So I hope the students will better answer all these questions. So my lecture is over here. If you have any query, you can ask me. So thank you very much.